Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a tutorial on the look that I have on right now. I'm in love with this makeup look and how it turned out. It turned out way better than I expected. So if you want to see how I came up with this, then just go ahead and keep watching. So let's go ahead and get started. I have my brows on. They're a little thicker than I wanted them to be. I used the Brow from Benefit and I'm gonna start off with the eyes, I think, because it's gonna be more of a, I don't know exactly what I'm doing. I think what I'm gonna be doing is in each month I'm gonna be doing a makeup tutorial. Sorry, I'm kind of fumbling over my words right now. I'm gonna be doing a makeup tutorial and I'm gonna be taking inspiration from birthstones. So this is going to be like a cranberry warm type of look, and I'm thinking like maybe a cut crease kind of thing. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. We'll see if this turns out okay. Now I feel okay about using this palette. This is the Manny MUA Makeup Geek palette, the collaboration palette, and now they're selling these in single shadows. So I feel okay about using them now. And the reason why is because I don't want to use limited edition things on my channel, just because if they're limited edition, you guys can't really get your hands on them anymore. So yeah, anyway, I'm taking this shade right here, and that is Beaches and Cream Makeup Geek. I'm just going to take it on like a fluffy brush and set my eyeshadow primer. And then I'm just going to be using the same brush, and I think I'm going to be taking a mixture of these two right here as my transition color. Here is called Making Moves, and this one right here is called Wait For It. So I'm going to be taking a mixture of those two, since this is going to be like a cranberry type of look. I just think it would be good to have one of these type of colors in my transition area. And I'm just kind of going back and forth between the two, getting an even amount of both, and then just tapping off the excess. These ColourPop eyeshadows are super pigmented. They're really blendable, but they're very, very powdery. So definitely something that you have to kind of wipe off the excess, or I mean not wipe off the excess, tap off the excess on your palette. A little bit closer to my crease area, I'm going to be taking this purple shade here, and it's called, purple. I'm going to be taking this red shade here, this kind of cranberry shade, and it's Mars, and that is also in the Manny MUA Makeup Geek palette, and going in the crease. Taking my MAC 217 brush. Sometimes when I'm blending, my eyelids kind of move with the color. And I get these little lines. I'm almost like, instead of going back into my transition shades, kind of like just blending into those transition shades instead of going back into the transition shades. Alright, that's about as good as that's going to get. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do like a cut crease. I'm going to take my MAC Paint Pot in Soft Ochre. To kind of like deepen up this outer area right here, I'm just going to take Makeup Geek Bitten. Bitten is a great substitute for brown, especially when you want to deepen up your outer the outer area of your eye and you don't want to use like a black or a brown or something like that, it's a great substitute for that, especially when you're working with these kind of tones. Since we're keeping it kind of cranberry colored, I'm going to use this color out of my Natasha Denona Holiday palette. This is called Star Bronze. And this is in the Natasha Denona Holiday palette in the Joya palette. And now let's see if we can make the other side kind of match. We're going to attempt some eyelashes. I've used these before, so they're already kind of cut and everything. These are the Nicole Guerrero, what are they? The Nicole Guerrero Casually Glamorous, the Eyelure ones, the vlogger series. I actually really like these. Sometimes these lashes fit me perfectly, and sometimes, let's be real, I put them on crooked. For a first time attempt at doing that on my channel, didn't do too shabby. Okay, so my camera died a little bit, but all I did while my camera's battery was charging was I finished up putting this eyelash on and threw on some mascara. I used the L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Paradise, the pink one. We're just gonna go ahead and get started on the face. I also primed my skin with the Smashbox Photo Finish, the pore minimizing one, the same one I used in my last video. So let's go ahead and get started with foundation. I'm going to be using the Estee Lauder Double Wear Foundation in the shade 3W1 Tawny. Hopefully this is still my color. I haven't used it in a little bit, so I guess we're about to find out. I love this foundation because it is super full coverage, and I like it with a pore minimizing primer. The reason why I like it with a pore minimizing primer is because if you don't, like, it's so full coverage that if you don't use something to fill in your pores, you're gonna end up seeing everything. So like you'll be able to see every single pore and all of that, and it's not. I think that's with pretty much any full coverage foundation. Like if you don't use something that is pore minimizing, you're definitely going to be able to see all your pores, all your imperfections. So you need something that's kind of more on the smoothing, pore minimizing side rather than, you know, I mean, use whatever primer you like, but I think that that's what works best for me. I'm going to be using something that I'm almost out of, which is my beloved Tarte Shape Tape. And then I'm going to be using, for the rest of my concealing, the Urban Decay Naked Skin concealer. Blend that out. Set it with my Laura Mercier. I'm going to go in with the NARS bronzer in Laguna. Kind of like a bronzer and contour at the same time. I'm also going to do my nose. And I do this with the Laguna bronzer too because it just kind of works for everything. I don't go too overboard on the nose contour. I do have like a little bit of a wider nose, but I don't go too crazy with it. Now we're going to go in with the Lorac Buildable Blush in the shade Prism. So it's just this really pretty, kind of like a peachy color. This is something that I've actually not used. This is the Wet n Wild highlighting powder, Mega Glow highlighting powder, and this is in the shade Precious Petals. People went crazy when this came out. It's a drugstore highlighter. It's like $5, I think. Oh, got it. After like the sticker fell apart. And ooh, that's pretty. For $5. Now I kind of see what everybody was talking about. It was really nice for a $5 highlighter. My brow bone. Lower lash line. So I'm going to be taking a couple of different things, a mixture of what I did for, oh, that brush cannot be used. A mixture of what I did for my transition color and then maybe a little bit of bitten on the outer corner, but I'm not gonna go too crazy. And I think I'm just going to use the excess that was left over on the brush that I used for bit in and kind of deepen this lower lash area. Throw on some mascara on the lower lash line. This is the IT Cosmetics the Tight Line mascara. Okay. Now for the lips. So this makeup look is pretty colorful. I want to go something a little more on the neutral side on my lips. I think that one's a little bit too orange. Oh yeah, I want to do this one. This is Kat Von D liquid lipstick, everlasting liquid lipstick in Ophelia. Okay, so I ended up adding spice. I don't know why. It just was sitting out and I thought, why not? So this is the final look. that I came up with. I'm so excited. I love it. It actually turned out honestly better than I expected. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Let me zoom you back out a little bit. Alright guys, I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe for more videos. I will see you in the next one.